Hi, I'm at the NEC today at the National Convenience Show, Farm and Deli Show, and Food X Manufacturing Solutions. And I think there's another one as well that I've forgotten about, the Food and Drink Expo. So there's 4 shows under one roof. This is my absolute favourite show of the year because it's in Birmingham, so it's only half an hour from where I live. And it's at the NEC, which I just find it much less stressful here than I do at XL, probably because it's closer to home and I just know it better. So I'm really looking forward to this. I'm also speaking today with Amy. We're going to be doing a talk on systems and soft skills to help drive innovation in manufacturing. So that's going to be on the stage later on. And in the meantime, I'm going to do a walk around, see what's what. I'm actually going to walk in at the Farm Shop and Deli Show rather than go in at the National Convenience, just because I think there's going to be more things that are relevant. So is this Bonsoy?
That's right, yeah. So Bonsoy is the brand that trying to evolve themselves into a beverage company. So they've launched this sparkling coconut waters in Australia.
I've just tried these and really impressive. They've got a really delicately sweet flavour, and I said, what's it sweetened with? And it's carbonated coconut water, which I haven't seen before. And they've got 2 flavours, watermelon and passion fruit. They've got really good flavour, but they're not overly sweet, so it's really nice. Low sodium sea salt.
Yes.
And why is it naturally lower in sodium?
So where it comes from, it comes from the Atacama desert in Chile.
And
Basically, the natural composition of the salt there, because the way it's dried over thousands of years, is that it's higher in minerals and lower in sodium. So it's 30% less sodium than regular salt, but it's just a completely natural, like sea salt that's just dried over thousands and thousands of years. Yeah.
Very cool. The branding is really nice.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we wanted like a pack that was quite cool that could just sit by the cooker and people could pinch from, just use for their everyday cooking, really.
So look, our whole business model's flavour first. We try to keep the ingredients to a minimum so that you can actually taste what the main ingredients are.
This is a seaweed product made from seaweed from the island of Mull. There's the producer. It's gorgeous piece of art with the seaweed from the Isle of Mull. We're just talking about how it's such a good idea to use the seaweed as a resource. That's the producer's husband harvesting the seaweed.
It's 100% natural, sustainably farmed out at sea, and so we grow it in the open sea, and that's me harvesting it in May.
Wow, so cool.
And we cut the leaf, we just take the leaf and we cut it into barrels of brine. We bring it ashore in May and then store it in the shed, and then we take it out in small batches and freeze dry it. And freeze drying it is a small batch process, but it maintains 100% of the nutrients and minerals.
Do you freeze dry it yourself?
So we use a company in Perthshire that freeze dries all the berries for Waitrose and M&S.
Okay, yeah.
And we spent a year and a half with them learning how to freeze dry seaweed. So they freeze dry it. Chefs like buying just pure kelp, raw ingredients. Consumers, we've got a paprika, smoked paprika and lime.
Yeah.
Smoked garlic and lemon and wakame. And a furikake, which is a Japanese traditional seasoning, chili flakes.
Yeah, let's try that one.
Black and white. Sesame.
That looks fantastic. That's really good.
So we have savory seasonings, simple ingredients for chefs, and also the farmer that does our freeze drying grows berries. So we decided to make a superfood supplement recipe which has Scottish raspberries, blueberries and honeyberries, which are freeze dried in Scotland, that we mix them in with wakame.
Really works.
And it's really rich in iodine, which is very important for thyroid health.
Yeah. And we're quite deficient in iodine, aren't we?
68% of the world is deficient in iodine.
I've just tried this banana ketchup. It's really interesting. It's got the texture of banana. It's got 28% banana in. But you can taste the banana once you know it's there. But it actually just gives it quite a nice, rounded, balanced flavour.
So, history of banana ketchup in the Philippines, it was World War II, 1937, when it was developed. We had a shortage of tomatoes, so bananas were added. So that's the short version.
Yeah.
And it was commercially produced in 1950s by a company that's still going on today in the Philippines.
And this
But-
is your version.
So yeah, so this is like usually when you will get in the Philippines, and I created my own because I wanted it to be natural
Yeah.
and no artificial, and nothing artificial. I
Yeah.
use beetroot powder to make it red because ketchup should be red.
And it is, it's got a really clean ingredient there. 28% bananas, beetroot powder for a bit of colour, and ascorbic acid acidity regulator. Baboo Gelato. I think I've seen this. I have. I've seen it on the beach in Weymouth.
That's us.
It's very good. I've just tried the salted caramel. So yeah, there we are. Baboo Gelato, handmade at Dorset, as seen on the beach in Weymouth. So I'm just at the single variety stand, and I'm excited because I used to work with Nicola, and we're just having a bit of a catch up. She's laughing at me because of my rubbish gimbal skills. So I'm just going to turn the camera around now so you can actually see this gorgeous stand and the gorgeous Nicola. There she is. She's a bit of a TikTok star, to be honest. But the highlights are definitely her jams. So Nicola and I actually used to work together at Sainsbury's back in the day. And she set up this business shortly after I started Fidelity, didn't you?
9 years now.
9 years. That's amazing. And they make the most beautiful single variety jams, ranging from chili jam. The lemon drop chili jam is absolutely delicious. My favourite that is here because it's seasonal is the Alfonso mango jam.
Ooh, we're making it this week.
So they have a whole host of varieties. Another delicious one is the black currant. I do love a black currant jam.
Yeah, so all of our fruit preserves are made with more fruit and less sugar than a traditional jam. And our Amalfi lemon marmalade won best marmalade in the world this year.
Yeah, worth a try. And they're available pretty widely now in
and
every
online.
farm shop that I go
Yeah,
to.
that's what everyone keeps saying to me. They're like,
They're there. And they have a fantastic mail order.
these are brand new this year.
Very
Yeah.
cute. Very cute. Perfect for hotels.
Exactly. 5-star hotels.
Brilliant. Thank you. And look, busy stand, busy stand. So Amy and I have met up and we're just chatting for our talk we've got a bit later on. And I'm trying to work out how to use my gimbal. Not very successfully.
Not quite mastered it yet.
No, definitely not. And we've just been, planning what we're going to be talking about for our live podcast episode on the Food X stage. What we looked at since you've been here?
I've looked through everything. There's lots of good machinery. Was when I started, I feel very out of my depth with all the big machinery. Seeing the giraffes, I love seeing all the made with a stand where they have different women founders. Obviously, I love that. I witnessed all day.
Yes, I'm yeah, it's a really good show, but it's huge. And if you're going to cram it next year, do 2 days. Food X Manufacturing Solutions Zone, so we're in the blue carpet area. I've only actually managed to really look through stands at the farm and deli, but that's where a lot of the more innovative products are. We're just making our way.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome again to the food manufacture stage, to the last session of the day. So do come and take a seat and join in. We have a live podcast, and the subject matter is how the right systems and soft skills drive innovation in food manufacturing. And I'm very pleased to introduce Amy Wilkinson and Lucy Wager. So take it away, girls. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here. Today, we are going to be talking about one of our favourite subjects, which is stage gate process and the soft skills that go with that, and how together the right systems and using our soft skills in the right way can really help us drive innovation in food manufacturing. I'm here with Hugo. Hugo was a sponsor of the podcast last year. Was it last year? And he's just watched Amy and I doing our talk, and he has recorded us doing a video. And I was like, let's do a video too. So tell us about Mezze and what you've been doing here.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe to get my tippy toes so you can see see the branding. So Mezze, we provide online ordering for food manufacturers. The reason we exist is because for many years and still, manufacturers still take orders from their customers via phone, female, even facts these days as well, which is nuts. So Mezze exists to eliminate all that inefficiency. And we have some fantastic clients, ranging from Summer Brothers all the way down to artisan bakeries. At the show, we've discovered that there are some new sectors who might be interested in automating their processes. Some spirits, some coffee, butchers. So it's been a great 3 days.
That's interesting because shows are really hard work, they're expensive, and it can be difficult to know why to do it, but actually you discovered some new stuff with you, so it's actually been good consumer research. So
exactly.
I think people are realising the value in them again, because I think it went a bit cold after COVID. But yeah, good. I'm glad you've enjoyed the show. It's my favourite.
It's been a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to either lying or sitting down.
Yeah, like having a foot massage.
Exactly. Yeah.
Brilliant. Thanks, Hugo.
Bye-bye.
So I'm just here with Debbie Wallen, who I worked with when I was working at Wasabi with her. And she's just been giving a bit of a summary. And I said, stop talking. I need to record you. Because she's been around the whole show because I only got to do a couple of hours in the farm and deli. So she is going to give you her summary. So over to you, Debbie.
Hi. No, thanks for that. Yes, I've just had spent all day looking around. From my perception, I would say manufacturing has really moved on. It's highly automated, lots of robotics, which is fascinating. And I suppose with regard for companies and with the VAT and other company taxes going up, it makes sense. So really fascinating in that area. With the farm and deli area, my goodness, I was under the view that we're in a cost of living crisis, but actually people still have money to spend because it was beautiful packaging, really indulgent products.
There's some really premium products about, aren't there, that are really exciting. Actually,
Absolutely.
I felt the same. And I was like, I haven't seen these products because they're in farm and deli shops. So actually, that's where the innovation is.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And actually, I suppose it's like everyday treating, and it's also those people who are real foodies, and sometimes they just don't want to cook. So there was a great company, I think, called Wild, had literally wild products. So there was venison and partridge ready meals, which I thought was really fascinating. So really delicious. That they had venison meatballs, amazing. The other interesting thing was I was amazed at that tiny area, plant-based, has really gone away. There's a bit of vegan stuff, but actually, you think 5-10 years ago, vegan, plant-based would have been massive. Yeah. The amount of specialist nutrition, so caffeine, protein drinks, nootropics, lots of nootropics drinks, and lots of the stands had fit young bodies selling it. So it's all about, I'm going to the gym, I need to make sure that my muscle levels are, and it's interesting as we age, and even I'm finding that now, that I need to make sure my muscle levels are. So that was really fun, interesting. Lots of coffee, different sorts of coffee as well. I thought was really interesting.
Deli bit, or was that
was
food in the red food?
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
That's the bit that I didn't get to.
Yeah, so that was a sort of convenience area. Yeah. And interesting, there was a lot of the big brands there. So Coke was there, Tropicana there, and they were
Kit Kat walking around.
Yeah, so that was really interesting. What they're now trying to say is that they're trying to modernise and appeal to the Gen X, the young
Gen Zs.
Gen Zs.
Or Gen X.
Oh yes, okay, the Gen Zs, that's right. To say we've got some funky ideas and making, so Tropicana had a new bottle out of some exciting, but it was quite colourful. So that was interesting
because that's what I saw in the farm and deli. Lots of colour, lots of fun, vibrant, beautiful packaging.
Pop off the shelf.
Yeah, very interesting.
And I think that's it in a nutshell.
Thank you very much.
My absolute pleasure.
We've had really good time today at the show. You can see it's beautifully sunny now. Just finished walking back to my car, and we had some lovely familiar faces come and watch us do our talk on the food manufacturing stage. So thank you for those of you that came to see us. That was really nice to see you. And yeah, I will look forward to seeing everybody again at the next show that I go to.